sino sa mga Pinoy Pride boxers ang may malaking tsansa na sumunod sa yapak ni Manny the Pacman Pacquiao. Kasama natin ngayong gabi ang veteran boxing analyst na si Mr. Ronnie Nathaniels. Mr. Ron, thank you very much once again for coming back here on The Score. Bakbakan ulit this weekend, Pinoy Pride 25.
Maganda itong card na ito. Itong laban na ito, lalo na yung Nietes-Fuentes. Daming tao, they have been waiting for this fight, much awaited. Kasi yung unang laban nila, dikit na silang dalawa. Magandang laban yan. 12 rounds of action. Now, both of them are so much better trained for this fight. So, bakbakan talaga.
So, let's run down the fight card, Mr. Ron. Ang ating main event, Donnie Ahas Nietes, idedepensa ang kanyang WBO junior flyweight belt against his Mexican rival, whom he figured in a majority draw with last year, na si Nietes-Fuentes. Pero bago yun, mapapanood natin si Milan El Metodico Melindo taking on Martin Diablo Tecuapetla. And then before that, ang comebacking na si Ray Boom Boom Bautista going up against Sergio Villanueva. Let's talk about the Boom Boom fight first.
Alam mo na, sinabi nila, si Nick Curson, yung strength and conditioning coach, sinabi niya sa akin, Ronnie, you are going to be surprised by Boom Boom Bautista. He has never worked so hard in his life. Sabi ko sa kanya, but where is he going? He has no head movement. He has no lateral movements. Then he showed me a video. Boy, the head movement of Boom Boom is terrific. It's bad. And his lateral movements are not that great, but he's getting there. He's getting there. And Nick Curson surprised me when he said, I'll tell you, after 2 more fights, he's going to be a world champion. That stunned me. So I said, okay, let's see tomorrow, let's see. And yung problema ni Boom Boom, dati, masyadong tense, gigil na siya. Ngayon, he's so relaxed. Much better.
So you think he has become a more mature fighter?
Yeah, he's a more mature fighter. He was out of boxing for parang 1 year, just more than a year. Sinabi niya, he missed it so much. He was driving his own taxi, he was trying to make a living some other way, but he couldn't. He missed the fight game so much.
And he's going up against a guy who's very young, actually, just 22 years old.
22, Villanueva.
Sergio Villanueva. What can we expect from this guy?
Well, Villanueva likes to go to the body. I've seen some fights of his. He likes to go to the body. Pretty aggressive, solidly built fighter. So should be a good one, but I think the power of Boom Boom will ultimately tell.
Well, Sir Ronnie, let's go to the Melindo versus Tecuapetla fight. How do you think it will go?
Well, I want to say Tecuapetla, the videos I watched of him is, don't look at his record is unimpressive. But in his last fight, he beat the world number 6, Para, who's a very, very good fighter, and he won pretty handsomely. He comes to fight. Ibig sabihin, he moves forward, sugod ng sugod yan, both hands flailing all the time. But that is tailor-made for si Milan Melindo. Kasi magaling si Milan, he's a good counter-puncher. He hooks to the side of the body, side of the head, he doubles up his punches. So sinabi niya, oh, gusto ko ito. Gusto ko talaga.
Now, how is Milan doing after losing in his first ever world title attempt against Estrada last year? He's on the comeback trail. Is he focused on getting back to becoming a world title contender?
He wants a rematch with Estrada. But you know, alam mo na, sa akin, I have no evidence, but I am very, very suspicious of the bulk, the strength of Estrada. Because ito na laban, I covered that fight in Macau. He gets stronger as the fight gets longer. He was the same with Viloria, the same with Milan Melindo. Sabi ko, saan ang galing yung hangin niya? Saan ang galing yung strength niya? Yung lakas niya? Iba yun eh. And, you know, I talked to the WBO Asia Pacific chairman today, Leon Panancillo. Sabi ko sa kanya, it is about time that the organizations, the world organizations, institute rigorous testing programs, drug testing programs. Urine is useless. You can cover up your urine sample very easily. You need blood tests. This time they do that because it's unfair to the fighters who are clean.
Wait, Sir Ronnie, let's get straight to the point. What are your predictions for these 2 matches?
We have to win, young lady. We have to win. Walang talo.
Realistically, without
no,
you
realistically, we're going to win.
Okay. We're going to win.
I'm
very confident.
Yes.
All right, main event, Donnie Ahas Nietes will defend his WBO junior flyweight belt against Nietes-Fuentes. How much has Donnie improved since the first fight, and what's the difference with Fuentes coming into the fight this weekend?
Alam mo na sinabi ni Marco Antonio Barrero sa akin, dati, the last fight, Fuentes was a kid. Now he's a man. Okay. Unang-una, he fooled around. He didn't train as hard as he should have. He thought, kaya ko. Pero ngayon, he has trained 100% harder than the last time, according to Marco Antonio Barrera, and he's coming to win. Now, sinabi niya at the press conference, he respects Donnie Nietes, but I'm going to win. And Barrera says he's going to win by a knockout. And sabi ni Donnie Nietes, over my dead body. And I don't plan to die this early.
Okay, let's go back to their first match. That was in March 2013.
March 16,
that was
2013.
very controversial.
Well, yeah, to be fair, it was controversial because there was a Filipino judge. And Barrera himself had objected to that. But Leon Panoncillo, in fairness to them, he said he stood by the integrity and the competence of his judges. He had full faith in him. Now, after the fight, we got to understand that the judges who scored it a draw were two Americans, Adelaide Bird and Pat Russell. So put Dandrek Stapdasan's scorecard of 115-113 for Nietes aside, and so the Americans scored it a draw. So what do we do? Diba? So, tama naman yung decision niya. Pero Nietes didn't fight the kind of fight he should have fought.
So this time, we're gonna have all foreign judges.
Yeah, we have Robert Hoyle from Las Vegas. We have got Llanes from Spain, and Waleska Roldan from New York.
Okay.
Lady judge.
Sir, to add to that, both fighters have tremendous motivation to win this fight.
Right.
Nietes, because of his wanting to retain his title, WBO light flyweight champion, and the ring linear champion, linear title. And Fuentes, on the other hand, wants to redeem himself, wants to prove that he deserved that fight. Who do you think will fight harder?
Well, they're both going to kill each other. I think they're going to fight very hard because they both have something to prove. Donnie Nietes is also chasing the record of Flash Elorde as the longest reigning Filipino world champion. Elorde reigned for 7 years and 3 months. Donnie Nietes has so far reigned for 6 years, 4 months and 10 days. So he's some way to go. But if he wins this one tomorrow, and then his next fight, he'll probably be almost there in surpassing the record of Elorde. Pero see, Donnie Nietes has trained very hard. Okay. Extremely hard. And he is a technically sound fighter. He's got a good right, strong right and jabs. In the last fight, yung problema ni Donnie Nietes, he boxed well in the first few rounds. Pagkatapos, he decided to brawl. He wanted to go for a knockout. Kasi Donnie Nietes is not as attractive and charismatic as, say, a Pacquiao, for instance, or a Nonito Donaire. So he wanted to earn a name for himself in front of a hometown crowd by getting a knockout. He made a mistake because Fuentes likes to brawl. He likes to push him against the ropes and work to the body. And he throws flurries of punches. So that was a mistake. He got cut over both eyebrows. And ultimately, it was a close fight. But I frankly thought Donnie just won by the skin of his teeth.
With that said, what do you think must Donnie do? What type of style must he employ to win against Fuentes?
Alam mo na, si Fuentes mas matangkad. So, Donnie has an advantage there. Many people think because he's taller, he has an advantage. No, no. Look at Pacquiao. Pacquiao likes to beat up taller guys. Ito si Donnie Nietes can work to the body. It's easy to hit him to the body because he's taller. Donnie Nietes has to follow the game plan, listen to what his corner says, jab, use the right, put combinations together, and because of his experience, I think he'll win.
Okay, let's go back to the question that we asked at the top of our debate. Sino ang susunod sa yapak ni Manny Pacquiao among the fighters fighting in Pinoy Pride?
None.
Yun agad.
I'll be very honest. The only one who has a semblance of a chance to equal Manny Pacquiao is Nonito Donaire.
The commentator. He's going to commentate.
He's going to be the commentator.
Tomorrow.
Nonito Donaire has won 4 world titles, so 4 division titles, right? He told me personally he wants to go for at least 7. After this fight, and he hopes he wins against Vetieka on May 31, which will be covered by ABS-CBN, that'll be his 5th. After that, he wants to go to junior lightweight, then to lightweight. and maybe even to light welterweight. So that'll equal Pacquiao. But, you know, Pacquiao is one of a kind. He comes in once in a lifetime or once in 2 lifetimes. And, I mean, you know, you cannot have another Manny Pacquiao. He's one of a kind.
What do you think sets Manny Pacquiao and Donaire apart from the other 3 boxers that we have?
Yung puso nila. Puso. I mean, these fighters all have heart, but they don't have the kind of, what shall I say, the power, the explosiveness that a Pacquiao and a Donaire have. Donaire, one left hook, you're gone. Pacquiao, a flurry of punches and a left straight, you're gone. These guys need to put many more punches together to be able to score a knockout. And if you look at their records, they're good. And you really don't need a knockout to become, you know, a respected champion. Because if you can put on an exhibition of boxing over 12 rounds in a scientific fashion, that's just as entertaining, or perhaps even more entertaining than a knockout. Because a knockout can come with a lucky punch, you know that, Anton. One lucky punch and good night.
You know, I'm looking forward to you commenting on the fight with Attorney Ed and of course Nonito Donaire. So good luck to all our fighters.
I have fun with Attorney Ed, and I know Nonito knows his boxing. It's great to have him there on the fight coverage, and I think it's going to be one of the biggest fight cards in a long, long time.
So that's Pinoy Pride 25 this weekend. Mr. Ron, would you like to invite everybody to check out the fight card of Ala Boxing Promotions?
Alam mo, kayo naman yung boxing fans, bayad mo na konti naman yung ticket price is very cheap. And go and watch and support your fighters. Alam mo na, you watch on television, the ratings are fantastic of Pinoy Pride. But it's better if you're there at the venue. Bigay mo na naman suporta ng yung mga kababayan natin. So go, watch the fights, buy a ticket, for God's sake.
Alam naman po natin na kung gaano ka-importante yung impact ng crowd in a match.
Siyempre.
And we're looking forward. So thank you so much, Sir Ronnie.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Tonight.
God bless
nice
you both.
having you.
Mapapanood niyo dito sa ABS-CBN Sports in Action ang Pinoy Pride 25 sa linggo sa ganap na alas 7 ng gabi.